What's good, guys? It's TSG, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down the three main game modes that we're going to be experiencing in the main Illuvium game. Alright, getting straight into it. The three game modes are Survival, the Overworld, and the PvP. And actually a lot of people don't know this. There's actually a fourth and secret game mode, and the only way to access that is if you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Getting into the first mode, that's going to be the survival mode. This is the thing that we've been seeing the most recently with the gameplay leaks and whatnot, just because it is the thing that's coming out the soonest. That is going to be what the private beta 1 is going to be about. It's going to be a focus on the survival mode itself. So the survival mode is essentially a training mode where you're battling waves and waves and waves of alluvials that get stronger and stronger. So you have to test yourself by showing your understanding of synergies, board placements, things like that, where you really have to test yourself. It's kind of like a tower defense type of situation where it just gets harder and harder. And the main goal is to see how far you can go. As you can see on the screen, they do have a casual no timer option and a competitive option. And the difference between them, as it says, is one, the casual has no timer, which allows you to actually take a breath, analyze what's going on, theory craft with no rush, with no pressure. And I think that's more about the training mode and general knowledge of the game. That's where you're going to build that foundational knowledge, because you're not going to be in a rush and you can really test things out. I think that's going to be super important for us to get better at the game, because we're going to be able to spend time, analyze things, figure things out, test things, and it just gives us that time to do that luxury of time, which we're not going to have in competitive. The benefit of competitive, though, is it makes us learn quickly. We have to adjust quickly and adapt quickly. My approach is going to be, and I think this is going to be the same for most players, the majority of our time going into it is going to be casual to begin with. And once we have a solid foundational understanding of what's going on and basic strategies, then we can start to really battle test them in the competitive section. And that's where we're going to see, all right, are we able to adjust quickly? Are we able to make quick moves? Things like that. So that's my thought process. And I'm super grateful that they have both the casual option as well as the competitive option in the survival mode. The second game mode in Illuvium, and honestly the one that I am most looking forward to, is the Overworld. So the Overworld is the one that you're going to be traveling to all the different biomes, going out. It's essentially the open world RPG aspect, where you're going to be traveling, using your mag boots, your jetpack, jumping around, bouncing about, harvesting plants, resources. This is where you're going to feel like you're actually a part of the world and exploring the world. It's also during this experience that you're going to be hunting the alluvials that you're going to use for the battles. So this is where you're going to scan your environment, find these alluvials, and that's when you enter a battle. But before you even enter the battle, to explore and hunt and even find these alluvials, that is all going to be done in the overworld itself. One of the analogies that we've heard multiple times from the founders is they want to treat the overworld as the same as opening a pack of cards. So essentially when you go to the shops, you open a pack of cards. That's the experience. You go to the shops, you buy the pack of cards, and you open it, and you get your Pokemon cards or whatever it is, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What they want to do with the overworld is recreate that and gamify that a little bit more. Instead of going to the shops and buying the cards, what you're doing is you're going to this world and paying for the travel. Then you go and explore the world that they've created, and instead of just being given random cards to you where you don't have an option, you have a choice. Yes, the alluvials are randomly generated, but you have a choice to scan the environment and decide, do you want to pursue that alluvial, or do you want to save your energy and pursue something else? So they've gamified the card collecting aspect, which I think is a really cool idea. And I think it's going to open up a lot of avenues for people to play. Are they going to gung-ho that and just capture everything without scanning it? Or are people going to be way more meticulous and scan every single thing and only capture the few things that they really want? It's up in the air. Personally, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm probably just going to capture everything I can, but I don't think that's going to be my plan for the entirety of my time playing. I think I'm going to adjust between those two, but going in, definitely I'm going gung-ho and just capturing everything that I can. The third and final game mode is actually split into two. Essentially, the third game mode is your PvP experience, but that's split into two arenas. You've got your ranked arena and your Leviathan arena. So with the ranked arena, all of the Illuviums that you capture have somewhat randomized stats. They have their base stats, and things are gonna have a little push up and things are gonna have a little pull down. So Illuviums are not gonna be exactly the same when you capture them, which adds to its uniqueness as an NFT, because you might have a better statted Ramfire compared to someone else. But in the ranked arena, your stats do not matter. They get balanced out. So the ranked arena is a completely fair place to battle. It doesn't matter if you're a whale, it doesn't matter who you are, all of your Illuviums are balanced. And capturing a stage 1 allows you to play its stage 2 and stage 3 counterparts. So if you would only captured a stage 1 Rampy, you would be able to play in the ranked arena all 3 of its stages all the way up to Ramfire. So in the ranked arena, that is going to be a battle of strategy. It's not going to be who is just the strongest or who has the strongest team. It's going to be who has the best mind and the best strategy and the best adaptation skills quickly in the game. This is where the competitive mode in survival is really going to come in handy. The second part of the PvP is your Leviathan arena. So the Leviathan is a completely different story. The Leviathan arena is where your stats actually do matter. So if I had a better statted Ramfire than you're going to have a harder time because my stats are going to just be better than yours. So the Leviathan is definitely going to be way more beneficial for the whales because they can just be buying the top tier of the top tier, and it's just going to be a wild place to go. Something with the Leviathan which is really, really interesting is that you're able to wager ETH. So if you're battling, you're able to wager ETH to generate some income. Something that hasn't been confirmed, and I've seen conversations about this, is whether as a spectator would be able to wager as well. It's definitely being confirmed as a fighter itself. Yes, if I was in a battle, I am able to wager 100%. But if I was witnessing and spectating a match, would I be able to wager? That is up in the air and unclear as of now. Another question that I personally have about the Leviathan arena is, for someone like me who isn't a whale, but really does want to fight and battle it out with the stats counting, what systems have they put in place for that to be somewhat still balanced and fair? Because I wouldn't want to fight someone who's a complete whale and just get absolutely annihilated. But it would be interesting to fight someone roughly at my level, but with stats counting. So not only is it a strategic thing, but the stats do matter, and it just adds another layer. I really do hope that they do implement this, and if I do get a chance to talk to Kieran one-on-one in an interview, this is one of those things I'm definitely going to be bringing up. Anyway guys, there you have it. The 3 main game modes that we're going to be experiencing in Illuvium. Your survival, the overworld, and the PvP. I'm really curious for you to let me know down below, what of the game modes are you most excited for and why? And anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, found it informative, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.